at the appropriate time, I'll have that provision recommitted.
72. 72.
Rule 72
What do
is
you want to
amended.
debate upon?
Rule 72 is amended by substituting or sub-rule 2 the
You first
following.
listen to him, then you bring up. Yes.
The conduct of the Speaker, members, the Chief Justice and judges of the courts of judicature shall not be raised except upon a substantive motion. By inserting immediately after...
Honorable Chair, why can't you say members of Parliament?
Members have been defined already.
Okay.
The members of Parliament.
Okay.
By substitute for the following: the conduct of the Speaker, members, the Chief Justice, and judges of the courts of judicature shall not be raised except upon a substantive motion. By inserting immediately after sub-rule 2 the following: a member shall not impute improper motive to the President or the name of the President to influence debate. It is out of order to make reference to the conduct of the President, Speaker, members, Chief Justice, judges of the courts of judicature in an amendment question to a member or remarks in a debate on a motion dealing with any other subject. It is out of order to impute improper motive to the President or use the name of the President to influence debate. And this is the justification. To have the provision clear and concise, to bar imputation of improper motive on the President and use of the President's name to influence debate. I need to emphasize that this first part of the categories of people or offices is already in our rules. That one is concerning the Speaker, members, Chief Justice, and judges of judicature. What we've added is that of the President, because the others are already provided for in the current rules. I beg to move.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, Bugabula.
Thank you, Chair. It's going to cause issues here that we can't talk about them before we come to seek permission from your office. There are situations and cases where you don't need to first come. I have to raise an issue when there is something that is not right with the judge here. But now, the chair has brought in a situation that the judges have also now become big issues in this house that we can't talk about them.
Honorable Bugabula, first of all, you know very well in our rules, you cannot discuss about a person who is not in this house. So how will you talk about them? You shouldn't. Yes, Chair. Aisha.
Chair, I lost argument because all the other officers were exempted by law except the President. And the issue is that if other people need a motion, why not the President? So I did not depart from the majority report.
I put a question that Rule 72.
I'm a bit constrained by this, because sometimes the head of state could be at functions, issues directives, as an example, which directives are meant to be implemented, acted upon. And as Parliament, we could seek clarity from the Minister for Presidency, for example, who I see here. It's good to see you, Honorable Minister. I don't think that's a bad thing, because you see here we are saying it is out of order to impute improper motive to the President or use the name of the President to influence debate. When I ask for clarity about a directive, one would say I am influencing debate. That's not a bad thing, because ultimately, Right Honorable Speaker, usage of whether it be language or improper motive about anybody, by the way, the buck stops with you to call a member to order. But now I see when we put this within our rules to say we cannot even use the name of the President to influence debate, debate is not a bad thing, because debate would be clarifying something. would be seeking, because you see the president is represented here by the executive, beginning with the vice president, who is rarely here, the prime minister, the leader of government business. I think it's okay to at times say, the head of state said this, or maybe a policy direction. Could you clarify? Now, if we pass this, then I'm not even allowed to raise that issue. But ultimately, if any of us in this house raises anything against anyone, whether it be in this house or outside of this house, that is outside the law, that is improper, Right Honorable Speaker, you have got the prerogative. The rules allow you to call someone to order. So I think we should not limit this.
The two contents of a speech, 72.2. The conduct of a speaker, members, the Chief Justice, and judges of the courts of judicature shall not be raised. Shall not be raised, except under a substantive motion, and in any amendment, questions to members, or remarks in a debate on a motion dealing with any other subject. Any reference and conduct of persons mentioned is out of order. Now, all other heads are catered for. The first to be catered for should be the president. The first to be catered for is the president. Yes. Yes, Haj.
What is the current situation? The conduct, and listen this, the conduct of the Speaker, members, the Chief Justice, and judges of the courts of judicature shall not be raised except upon a substantive motion. So there are two operating words here. One, what is being bad here is conduct. Conduct. Then two, there is a proviso that actually the conduct can be raised, but only on a substantive motion. That's what the rules provide. So it is not that we are barring completely discussion of the conduct of these officers. And what we are doing additionally, right, Chair, is to add on the office of the Fountain of Honor on this.
Speaker, with all due respect to my senior colleague, if you read the first proposal for amendment, it says the conduct of the Speaker, members of Parliament, conduct of the Speaker, members, the Chief Justice, and judges of the courts of judicature shall not be raised, blah, blah, blah.
Except.
I want to propose that in this very lineup, we add the president. Then it will have catered for all the rest.
That what the learned Attorney General is proposing, that the rule states that it is only to add on the office of the president. Yes. Is that your proposal?
Yes.
Would the majority and the minority have no objection to that.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable members, I put a question that Rule 70 to be amended as proposed by the Deputy Attorney General. Those in favor, by the committee and amended by the Attorney General. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.